Ma'am, you owe money.
Hello?
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 They've tried to take some payments from me today.
What are the values?
3,980.
When you get calls like these, just who's on the other end of the phone?
Hi, this is Nicole from British Telecom.
Press 5 to have your refund processed now.
Hi there, sir. My name is Anand Barcher. I'm calling on behalf of Trent Diamonds. How are you, sir?
Nuisance calls are the bane of our lives, but they can cost more than our sanity.
So £20,000, which is a lot of money. A lot of money.
Where are you calling from?
The fraud prevention team.
It actually breaks into their minds and breaks into their bank account.
I'm Alexis Conran, and I've been reporting on scams for over a decade.
I'm calling you from the tech helpline regarding your computer, okay?
In this film, I'm going to uncover the cold-calling cowboys.
Actually, these fraudsters are very good at what they do.
Expose their secrets.
This is petrifying.
Meet the army fighting back.
And we will stop your company by these calls.
And teach you the latest tips and tricks.
I hope your mother's proud of you.
To hang up on them for good. Britain gets 3.9 billion nuisance calls a year. And the good people of Sheffield are suffering as much as anywhere.
I receive nuisance calls like everybody on a regular basis, predominantly on my mobile.
Andy Foster from South Yorkshire Police runs an outreach programme for people plagued by nuisance calls and fraud.
In South Yorkshire, we're seeing currently between 400 and 500 victims a month. But about 80% of the people I come to see are older people. If somebody calls them on the telephone, they're going to answer it, just for that human contact. And that's what can make people vulnerable.
The first person Andy's visiting today is 80-year-old Brian.
Come on.
A former engineer, Brian lives alone and has been plagued by nuisance calls for 5 years.
Hiya, Brian. How are you doing? Can I come in?
The first one I received, it said, I'm Paul Allgood of the London Metropolitan Police, and I've got some bad news for you. Somebody's got into your account and took 8,500 out. For us to get it back, we want you to draw some money out and go to the post office and send it to the address we are giving you. The second time, same person rung me up again, said, well, we want some more money, another £400. Then I was thinking, well, there's something wrong here.
When I first came into contact with you, Brian, your phone was red hot.
Yeah.
And you was inundated with people phoning. I actually spoke to offenders on 4 or 5 occasions.
That's right, yeah.
I think it was fair to say you'd probably reached the end of your tether.
I was getting very close to thinking about, committed suicide, I couldn't take any more. No.
But the good news about Brian is he got through it with the support of our partners, and Brian accepting that he was a victim and he was willing to do something about it.
At least somebody were willing to listen to me, and give me a hand.
Yeah.
I can't thank him enough, honestly.
Right, Brian, I've got to make tracks.
Okay, right.
You take care. All right, look after yourself, won't you?
I will.
Bye.
Bye.
Andy's also visiting another victim of scammers pretending to be police officers.
Hello, Peter.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Not so bad.
Can I come in 5 minutes?
You can, yeah.
Thank you.
84-year-old widower and former goldsmith, Peter.
About 9:30, I got this phone call. He said he was a police in Scotland Yard.
I believe he said he was called PC Clark, is that correct?
Right, that's right, yeah. And he said you're involved in a bank fraud.
PC Clark instructed Peter to hang up and call 999, which he did, but the scammers had taken over the line.
And this other officer...
Yeah, Sergeant Wiggins.
Sergeant Wiggins answered the phone.
That's right.
Who instructed you that there's been fraud committed on your account by the bank staff, and to help with the inquiry you should get a taxi to the local town centre where your bank is,
yeah,
and withdraw £5,000
That's right.
and put it in envelopes. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah. And an hour later, somebody came. This was a young woman. She came in and stood in the doorway. I said to her, I don't like handing this money over. And she said, well, it's going down to Scotland Yard. I gave her money and then off she went in a taxi. I just accepted it. He took me in, you know. It was as if I were in a trance.
The fraudsters tried again the next day.
While I went phone, Martin came in. I passed the phone to Martin.
Could see my dad wasn't right. And this guy said he was from the Scotland Yard or the Metropolitan Police. And I said, it's a scam, straight away. My dad's a clever bloke, but he's not, you're not streetwise, are you?
No. I'll tell you what that money was for, really, to pay for my funeral.
OK, Peter.
Right,
you
cheers.
take care, thank you. I despise with a passion these criminals that prey on our vulnerable communities. There are some victims that I'll take to my grave because of the impact of the crime it's had upon their health and well-being and their life.
Sadly, losing one's life savings to a scam call isn't a one-off story. And nuisance calls affect nearly all of us. Of course, not all cold calls are scams, but when they call all hours of the day, my God, they're annoying.
Hello, is that Miss Bev?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, it's the UK Border Control here. You're not allowed in the country anymore.
I was born here.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, but...
I think you're taking the mick, Brad.
Who the hell's calling?
Hi there, sir. My name's Anand Barcher. I'm calling on behalf of Trent Diamonds. How are you, sir?
Press 5 to have your refund processed now.
Do you know how many cheese and packets crisps you got in the house?
How many packs of cheese?
Walker's crisps now have actually been terminated for actual public use.
Look, I want this stopped. If you're the third one today, I'm getting fed up with this.
One corner of Wales has caused more suffering from nuisance calls than anywhere else in the UK.
Welcome to Swansea. Not only known for its beautiful, rather temperate climate and its wonderful beaches, it's fair to say that you're never more than a 5-minute walk from a call centre. Now, of course, most of them are legitimate, but there's also a reason that Swansea has been named the cold call capital of Britain. Here's one. Here's one. And here was another one. Now, in recent years, 12 call centres have been prosecuted for fraud. Another 12 have been heavily fined for making nuisance calls. So that's 24 dodgy call centres in a city with just under 240,000 people.
Swansea Trading Standards launched a criminal investigation into one call centre, REC Home Audits.
Hello, how are you?
Good to meet you. Very good, thank you.
Did you come to the office?
Absolutely, show me the way. Reece Harries led the prosecution against 14 people working there.
So originally we had a couple of complaints in and the consumers had paid £399. And that was to get a free boiler on the government scheme.
Do you know how old your boiler is?
What do you want to know that for?
Well, if it's more than 7 years old, you get a brand new one, and all the homeowner pays is $399.
Those complaints started to escalate and we were starting to get 10 a day in. In reality, there was no scheme like that.
Renewable energy from Swansea?
Yeah.
Are you a private company or a government company?
We're working alongside the government.
Trading Standards launched a surprise raid just 4 months after the call centre opened.
Guys, just stay in your seats for a minute, but come off your phones if you could, please. Thank you.
We went in that quick because we were concerned of the volume of complaints that were coming in.
Employees were caught on CCTV bragging about ripping off customers. How much money did they make out of this scam?
In just under £500,000 at that point.
How many calls do you think they made per day?
What we did recover was 28 days worth of calls. And that was over 17,000 calls. We went through every single call recording, and that was quite some task.
I'm calling from a local company called the Renewable Energy Centre.
Right, are you? Well, the resident of this house, sadly, she died a few days ago. And we are on the telephone preference service, so you shouldn't be pestering widows.
Well, I can't pester a widow, can I?
Well, you could have done, until she died a few days ago.
All right, who am I speaking to now? The burglar, is that?
That's right, I'm the burglar, yeah. You should know a damn sight better. I hope your mother's proud of you.
The call centre also illegally targeted people registered on the telephone preference service, an official registry for opting out of cold calls.
They all pleaded not guilty, and we went to a trial which lasted 8 weeks. And at the end of the court case, they were found guilty.
How much jail time have they been given?
Just under 4 years each for the directors.
9 employees were found not guilty. And your advice to people receiving cold calls?
If you get a call that you're not expecting and you don't want, put it down.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, they may phone you 2 or 3 times. You keep putting the phone down. That information they got, your data, your telephone number, is no good to them. I'm really bad for it. Someone phones me up on a Saturday afternoon and it's nice and rainy, I'm not doing anything. I'll sit on the phone for half an hour and talk to them just to find out what they're up to. Because it's good for me because I know what the next scam is. They're not going to get anything out of me.
And also, whilst they're on the phone to you, at least they're not scamming someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's our first lesson on how to stop your nuisance calls. When you get one, just hang up. You do that enough times, they'll stop calling.
People demonize guns. Guns don't kill people, people kill people.
We're hunting down the nuisance callers plaguing us all.
That's a 2 live ammunition. Use that done for vermin control.
Jeff Keane has owned Wales's largest hunting and fishing shop since 1979.
We're a family-owned company. My brother and myself own a business. My nephew works for me, my daughter works for me.
Some scam calls can be so sophisticated, even the savviest get conned.
And I could have lost that 38 to 40 years of work, just gone down the pan like that, for somebody that just didn't care. Let's go fishing. I get lots of nuisance calls in the shop, day by day, 4 to 5 a day regular. They call all the time, it's a damn nuisance, you know. Oh, better. Well, we had a phone call, I wasn't actually, it's a fish. I missed him, damn it, I missed him. They phoned my manager saying they were from the NatWest fraud squad and there was unusual action on our bank account. My manager then went and told my secretary, who runs the banking system for us. So she investigated and found that there was extra people put on our bankroll. They then took those names off the bank list and told her to don't touch nothing so they can investigate everything. And then they said they'd phone us back on the Monday, which they did, told us again that not to touch anything because they were still working on the system. But they made an arrangement for us to see a manager down at the Bridgend branch, which was a Mrs. Gillespie. But when my secretary got down there and had an appointment, there was no such person as Mrs. Gillespie. Then we found out that they'd actually taken the money out of the bank, and that amount was £20,000, which is a lot of money. A lot of money. Very, very clever the way they'd done it, because there was never any panic. They weren't rushing you to do it. They were quite prepared to come back on the Monday, which they did. And over that period of the weekend, that's when they'd done the damage, because they'd taken all the money out over that weekend. I can't tell you what I actually thought or what I'd like to do to them, but it's not a nice feeling, believe me, to have this done to you. It's a lot of money to lose. We could have gone through. They could have put 9 people out of work. And do these people care? Nah.
Scammers need to cast the net as wide as possible in order to catch enough victims. Mike's also keen to show me another marketplace frequented by criminals, the dark web.
Now on here we can see that we've got a listing for credit cards, we've got a vendor name here with his feedbacks. He's got 100 positive feedbacks. The keyword here is fresh, so fresh CVV, which means they're brand new, which translates to I've hacked it so no one else has got it, you're getting exclusive rights over it, that's the price of it.
It's 0.067051 Bitcoin. Yeah. Forgot my Bitcoin at home. How much is that?
So that is $500 US, but this is for the entire dump.
Right.
So with this, the reason why this is expensive is because we're getting exclusive access to 1,000+ pieces of data. If he's going to sell it to 10 people, the price will be massively reduced.
It's so easy to buy phone numbers that I'm going to try buying some myself. In seconds, I uncovered dozens of websites openly selling people's stolen data, including users on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on Instagram right now. We've set up an account and we've just done a search term looking for people's details, and I have found 49 accounts that are advertising selling people's details. One Instagram user offers me a full data pack for $20. So next time you get a nuisance call, it may be that someone has got your details, your number, from an account on Instagram. Twitter and Facebook, which owns Instagram, have previously said that the sale of stolen data violates their policies and they remove it once found. I also find dozens of people selling stolen numbers on the dark web. There's hitman for hire, there's guns for sale, ecstasy. I mean, it is just every illegal thing you can possibly imagine. It's all in this one marketplace. Go to this person here. Apparently they're a trusted seller. Purchase with Bitcoin. Money sent. For $7, one broker sells me 7 British people's details, including name, address, phone number, email, date of birth, and bank account. There we go. Easy as that. And all for $7. Is it any wonder that thousands of people are reporting being victim to phone fraud? Nuisance calls can have a huge effect on everyone's lives, not just the people picking up.
She's asleep on the bed.
Marilyn Baldwin saw her 77-year-old mother Jessica fall victim to nuisance calls for 5 years.
My mother's phone calls, for the most part, they were coming from abroad. Occasionally the phone would ring when I was there, but she was very secretive. She'd pick the phone up and she'd say, "Can't speak, my daughter's here, ring me back later." But what I do know, that these people that were ringing her were befriending her. Did you say they want you to go?
I've got to go, but it's an invite to Australia.
What did they want you to go to Australia for?
To present me with the award.
I remember one phone call. She said that the FBI had rung her and that her house was under surveillance and she had to make these money transfers because she had to be protected because, this sounds ridiculous, but because she had won so much money, they thought they had to protect her. And my mum actually went along with it. She believed it.
Place your money bag, that's that.
Yeah.
Sticker here if you've been specially selected to receive one, and I've been selected to receive one.
How much did they want?
20.
As time went on and the scams started coming thick and fast, everything would be about meeting deadlines, getting money sent off at the right time. Whole life revolved around it, really. How sure are you?
100%.
That on the 16th you'll get your money?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. You don't think, you think I'm a nutcase, I'm not.
But the problem is, all this, it's every time it keeps making us fall out, and I don't want to fall out with you. It's taking over your life. What these criminals use is so powerful that it actually breaks into their minds and breaks into their bank accounts. My mum was being fed false information through posts, through phone calls. And the more this went on, this was drowning out anything that family could say to her. My mum was a willing participant in her own exploitation. And you can't help a victim that doesn't think they're a victim. Here is just some of the mail that my mother's been receiving. Everyone is asking for money or making threats. When my mum died, she still believed that she was a winner. But I forged a letter and gave it to my mum in hospital, and I told her that all the competitions had finished and she'd won. She'd won £15,000 and she was going to get this money And that wasn't a false promise. My husband had arranged to sell a little piece of land that belonged to Mum's house, only a little parking space, but we were going to give that money to my mum. But unfortunately, the money came too late. Mum had already died.
Sometimes fraudsters don't just use a high volume of calls to land a victim. They're using technology to create increasingly convincing scams. Back in Wales, an ethical hacker, Mike Godfrey, is going to show me how criminals use simple software to create fake numbers.
So when you get a call from a number, that could be anybody that spoofed that number.
What does that mean? What's spoofing mean?
So when you spoof a number, I can make a call from my computer, from my phone. I can make that appear to be from any number. Now that could be your mum's number, your friend's number, your bank's number, even a number on the back of your credit card.
Why don't you show me how you would spoof a number on my phone?
Cool.
Okay, so I've given you my mum's number.
Yep. Cool.
Slightly uncomfortable. Okay, so you're dialing now.
Yep. So this is now calling your phone.
Oh. That's Mum calling.
There is absolutely no way you can tell that this call has not come from your mum. Welcome to the reality of cybersecurity.
Of course, it's not people spoofing your mum's number you need to worry about. It's criminals taking over the number of corporations you have a relationship with. Text messages can also be spoofed in a more sophisticated attack. I've had this phone conversation. It's mainly about Manchester United versus Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan, I'm a United fan. So now you're going to send a message from your laptop. Okay, you heard the sound? See, he would never say that. He says, I've converted to Man United forever. Also, just seen someone steal your car. Unlucky. Spoofed text will even come up in your existing conversation thread.
They would never be able to tell that it's come from my device at this time. Now, they may be able to look into different things from the network, but it would be very difficult. Text messages actually are probably more malicious. And again, there's no way of knowing that that isn't a legitimate text.
Text spoofing, or smishing, is a term to remember, because record numbers of criminals are faking texts from real bank and corporation numbers.
A lot of people use the NHS, so we could spoof a text from the NHS saying your results are ready, click this link.
Got another text message from the NHS. Mike is going to show me how easy it is to con someone. So Mike and I are going to do a quick experiment. This may not work, but we're going to try. All we're trying to prove is that we can convince random people that we have chosen we are who we say we are.
So today we're going to be Amazon. We're going to send these victims a text saying that we're from Amazon's fraud department and we've detected suspicious activity on their account.
And the text message will say, expect a call from our fraud department in the next 3 minutes, and it will give the phone number.
So what we're doing is exactly the same as what a criminal or fraudster would do when they're carrying out this attack.
Okay.
Right, so we're ready? You're going to send this text then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool, so it's gone. Right, let's just give it a go.
Our unwitting victim happens to be a journalist who's covered tech issues. Mike sent him a text from the real Amazon number, and I follow up with a call from the fraud prevention number. Hello?
Hello. So,
oh, hi.
How's it going?
Good afternoon. Am I speaking to Mr. Foxton?
Speaking.
I'm calling from the Amazon fraud department here. I believe you received a text message from us preempting this call?
Yes.
Okay. There's been some suspicious activity on your Amazon account. I just need to verify some details with you before we proceed. Could you give me your first name and your postcode, please?
It's Willard and E17.
Okay. And can I ask for the last 4 digits of the credit card you use on your account, please?
9.
Okay. Thank you for that. Could you also tell me the last 2 transactions on that Visa card, please?
Oh, yeah. I bought some really useful boxes, some big plastic boxes, and I bought some sheet metal cut to size.
Okay. Mr. Foxton? This isn't really the Amazon fraud department.
My name is Alexis Conran, and I'm making a documentary. What convinced you that I was who I said I was?
It was the text message that I got that came from a number that I'd had texts from Amazon about deliveries before. I used to report on the fraud for the Daily Telegraph and on tech fraud, and I was completely fooled. Thanks so much, no trouble.
Cheers, bye.
So he used to be a tech fraud reporter?
Yeah.
I'm a journalist, I've written about fraud, I've written guides on how not to get caught out by fraudsters, and it was really annoying to get caught out, but it just goes to show that it doesn't matter how steeped in this world you are and how many fraudsters you've interviewed, you can get caught out as well. Once the text message came through on a number where I had a bunch of other messages from Amazon, I was just in a position where I was like, well, that must really be from Amazon then. So I completely trusted it, and I got caught out and I got conned.
If even Willard got conned, is there any hope for the rest of us?
It's definitely something that people shouldn't feel ashamed about. These are really convincing attacks.
Listen, I could fall for this, you could fall for this, and he was ready to give us the keys to the kingdom.
We have to consider what people are out to get. Now, it's very unlikely that somebody's going to spoof your daughter's phone number or your husband's phone number. So really, being suspicious of text messages that are for banks or corporations is key. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be suspicious of everything.
You can kind of go, I'm not going to call the number on the text message that it's urging me to call. I'm going to look at that number on the back of my card.
That is 100% the way to do it. So you never follow any instructions on that. And if in doubt, call your bank directly. Call the number that you ordinarily call.
If an organisation asks you to get in touch with them, never rely on contact details they've given you in a text message or call. Always rely on a number that you trust.
There have been initiatives to block spoof texts from critical numbers, leading to the HMRC to declare their numbers impossible to spoof.
But my investigation has uncovered that it is possible to spoof text messages from nearly every single major bank in the UK.
Right, it's filming now. What's the time of day? 2:20, bedroom number 1.
Fraud and cybercrime offences are now 10 times more common than burglary.
Right, there's loads of boxes of trainers.
And it clearly pays.
And designer jackets.
A specialist City of London and Metropolitan Police unit known as the DCPCU is increasingly focused on phone fraud.
Alcatel mobile phone. Bathroom.
Consumers lose an estimated £432 million a year to smishing fraud.
Some Louboutins. And the child's bedroom. There's no children appearing to be living here.
The DCPCU have led one of the few successful prosecutions for smishing cases.
Phones play a big part of our lives now, and fraudsters are picking up on this fact. These fraudsters are draining bank accounts of money.
24-year-old Emmanuel Poku sent over 500,000 smishing texts between January and April this year, raking in £50,000.
We executed a warrant at the address, and at the address is what we effectively found then, an Aladdin's cave. We found £12,000 in cash. We found over 35,000 credit card details on computer.
The raid uncovered over 500,000 mobile numbers and the software used to send out spoof texts from banks and phone companies.
This phone particular is the one that we can attribute to sending over 500,000 smishing messages on the network. But also then going through his property, we found an enormous amount of phones. So here we have an iPhone, another iPhone, exactly the same, a newer up-to-date iPhone. They think they're being untraceable. They think if they use different phones, then we won't be able to trace them. And the fraud they were committing was funding a lavish lifestyle, buying high-end goods. So these are designer shoes, going on holidays, driving fast cars. He was a student, had no real criminal career history, but is someone that's been enticed into the world of fraud, enticed into trying to make an awful lot of money very quickly, and they never expect to be caught. He was, and thankfully he's now serving a prison sentence.
Poku was sentenced to 33 months in jail.
And we're trying to educate people to just say, be aware, just actually take a minute before clicking on a link. Because these fraudsters operate on us that lead busy lifestyles that don't necessarily always take that second just to think about what they're clicking on.
Even if you're in a rush, when you get a text message, the lesson is think before you click. You can never be sure the text is genuine.
Our post office has reported a problem with the speed of internet, okay?
I don't seem to have an internet problem. I could tell you about my other problems though. Boy, have I got problems.
Hello?
Nuisance calls may annoy us all, but some people are getting their own back on social media.
I am able to get him a free tablet device sent out for Thursday. I am able to tell you about it.
I don't think he takes drugs anymore.
Do you know, you get these people who actually try to trick you and scam you. Is that something you can help me with?
Yeah, that I can help you. That's
You can?
Drugs is not funny.
No, it's a tablet device. It's a tablet. It's like an iPad.
Oh, one of the iMovie pads.
Well, it sounds a little bit like you're trying to scam people, and you've also lied to me about being...
Okay, very good. Now go and shoot yourself. Okay, bye.
It's tablet got to do with going on dates.
You want to pay for me to go on a date?
I said, hang on, stop. It's a wind-up.
Yeah, mate.
We both know this is a scam, don't we? We both know it's not real.
How could you say that, dear? How could you say that? Any proof?
I don't need proof. We both know it is, and you shouldn't be doing this. It's immoral and it's wrong. Bye.
One group is taking it to extremes.
I would describe myself as an internet research activist. In my community, we are about 15,000 people. So it's people from United States, from UK, and we have lots of people from India as well. Ex-scammers who are trying to be good now and trying to fight the scams.
Neep is one of an army of online vigilantes who get revenge on illegal call centers by wasting their time.
Not the monkey noises.
But the monkey noises are funny,
I'm getting your head big, bro. Disconnect the call, John. Right now.
Why you keep telling the people to disconnect? We are all here to have fun, right?
I mean, obviously I am a bit afraid. That's why I'm hiding my identity. It can be dangerous work. If you're trying to get them into trouble and they know who you are, then basically you're doomed.
Neep uses the same technology as the scammers, including robocalls and tying up their phone lines.
Hello? Thank you for calling technical support. Help you. Thanks for calling support. How can I help you? What's your name? What is your name?
They assume that they have called each other and it's a prank call among themselves, and then they're getting very angry.
Disconnect the call right now, everybody.
No. Everyone stays here on the call. I am the boss.
My name is Adam.
Hi, Adam. Disconnect the call.
Adam, disconnect the call.
The group also use illegal means to take down the call centers.
We have shut down a call center with 500 employees, which made millions per month. Some vigilantes in the community even take down the computers and deleting all the files and spreading viruses on their system to make them unusable.
When the group successfully unmask the scammers, they often pass their findings to the police.
We're trying to fight a battle that isn't being fought by the government, so that's why we're stepping in where the government usually should be.
Every second call is like monkey call, and we are fed up.
But you know why it is, right?
You can tell me why?
Because your company is a scam company, and we will stop your company by these calls.
So masked vigilantes like Neep are fighting back against the nuisance callers. But is he right that the authorities are not joining the battle?
I'm in the heart of the square mile. This is where all the banks are, and I've come here to find out what they are doing to help protect us from these nuisance calls that can end up costing us a fortune.
That means getting answers from the DCPCU, who work hand in hand with the banks. What's the number one thing that the DCPCU are dealing with when it comes to customers working with their banks?
Banks over recent years have become much, much better at protecting their systems. So fraudsters are now having to target the customer by convincing them they are the bank.
So why are you still able to spoof NatWest, Lloyds, all those banks? Why aren't we stopping that?
It is much more difficult to spoof some banks, not all banks, and more work needs to be done.
What's taking so long? All we need to do is switch off the ability to spoof certain numbers of text messages, and you're not going to stop it, but already you're making it way harder.
I think it's just the scale of it at the moment, but loads is being done to try and eradicate it.
For something like smishing, how many people were prosecuted last year for something like that?
I don't know the exact figure, but it would only be a fairly small number, a handful, and those cases take a lot of investigating. So, and those officers are investigating other crimes as well.
But you have an enormous amount of people that are getting defrauded. Some for small sums of money, some for life savings. Do you understand that from the public's perception, they kind of feel a little bit helpless?
No one is denying it has a devastating effect on people. And no one's under any illusion that is not taking place, and as much as possible needs to be done about it.
So, Tony, I wish we could click our fingers and make nuisance calls just go away. But now that we've decided that that's really difficult to do, what's your advice in helping people protect themselves?
Whether it's a phone call or a text message, is this person really who it's supposed to be? I would urge people to stop, take 5, think and contact the organisation via another method, by a trusted source.
There are resources out there to help you stop the nuisance calls, like call blockers or registering with a telephone preference service. But it starts with you taking your own action. We can never be 100% sure who's on the other end of that text message or the phone call. So never give out any of your personal details to anyone who's contacted you. And if you're still not sure, then take a minute. Maybe even speak to someone you trust before you take any action.